Passion Jesus 42 Woman, here is your son. And to John, here is your mother JN 19:26. Woman, here is your son. Then he says to the disciple, here is your mother. And from that hour, this disciple made it hers. It is the third or perhaps the fourth word of Christ on the cross. I do not know what the order is, since it is only in the Gospel of St. John that it is told. Here is the scene. Near the cross of Jesus stood his mother and other women, as well as the disciple whom Jesus loved, who is never named in the Gospel according to St. John, but it is St. John, of course. Then Jesus, seeing his mother, said to his mother, Woman, here is your son. Then addressing the disciple he loved, he said to her, here is your mother, and from that day this disciple made it his own. In the late Protestant tradition, not in that of Martin Luther, this word has been reduced to a man's word. That means that the interpretation consists in saying, Jesus shows the example, how one should take care of his old parents. Indeed, she is old, she has only him, she is a widow. So he entrusts his young disciple to his mother. This young disciple was on the cross. Only if we consider it only as human speech first, it is perfectly absurd. Jean was a teenager. How could take care of a widow? The reality is that it is a word from God. And it is not for nothing that it is told in the Passion of Christ. When some Protestants say, Mary, she is exalted by the Catholics and the Orthodox in their tradition. There is nothing biblical about it. Here is the proof that it is not. In the Word of God, interpreted simply, in its most obvious spiritual sense, the disciple whom Jesus loved, it is not only Holy John, it is all those who share the most intimate secret of God, who approach him most intimately. And not everyone is obliged. There are other apostles, but they are not. On the other hand, John is on the cross, he is the disciple whom Jesus prefers. So, for this disciple, Mary is given to him as mother. The Church will say, she is the new Eve on the cross and Jesus is the new Adam. It means that all those who enter the new spiritual life will be born of Mary. This role came from that word. The disciple made it his own. It means that it did not happen. Not just a friendship, to take care of her in her old age. He listens to her, he starts teaching her. And suddenly, he produces this Evangelium, much more spiritual than all the others, which goes to the heart of the mystery, which begins with the Trinity, which ends, in the piercing of the heart of Christ, which is obviously the heart of all revelation. The beatific vision is open, etc. We can therefore say that Mary, in this word, is proclaimed, collaborator of salvation. Jesus takes the initiative and Mary will grow the plant, the Church. She will do this very concretely, teaching the disciples the childhood of Jesus. All that St. Luke knows, all that St. John knows comes from Mary. But also, informing John spiritually, therefore the mystical part of the Gospel comes from Mary, from her understanding. It has repercussions until our age. She is the mother of all living things, that is what the Catholic Church says, and it is present in this word.